Welcome to the Managing Drought in the Southern Plains webinar series. I'm Margaret Boone, Program Manager of the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program, with your briefing for Friday, November 18, 2016. This information is brought to you by the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program in association with NOAA, NIDIS, and the National Drought Mitigation Center. So what's changed since we last visited? Unfortunately, warm and dry conditions have continued over the past month. Drought continues to expand and intensify in the central and southern plains. The drought conditions have expanded some from the lower Mississippi Valley through the Ohio Valley. And not to sound like a broken record, but drought conditions have intensified and expanded as well across much of the southeast and across portions of the northeast. This is the newest drought monitor released Thursday, November 17th. Though some rainfall fell across the northeast, drought conditions continue. D0 through D2 drought has expanded from Virginia through New York, and D3, which is extreme drought, continues across Massachusetts and portions of Connecticut. The lower Mississippi Valley through the Ohio Valley and much of the southeast has seen below normal or no precipitation over the past week, continuing the warm and dry period that has caused the D0 through D2 drought to be expanded in Kentucky and through the Ohio River. D0 through D4 conditions continue to expand across Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama and into the Carolinas. And then if you move westward across the central and southern plains, very warm and dry conditions have continued there as well. Areas of D0 through D2 drought have expanded across parts of Oklahoma, with an area of D3 extreme drought being introduced from southeast Oklahoma into northeast Texas. And then extreme to exceptional drought conditions continue across California. Zooming in a little closer, all drought intensities have expanded across the southeast. We are now watching the ongoing wildfires, currently as a result of the warm and dry conditions, especially across western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee, and into northern Georgia. Likewise, this has been the driest 3-month period for several places across Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina. Tennessee is currently in its level 3 state of emergency for drought and wildfire impacts, and many of Tennessee's water systems are currently experiencing moderate to exceptional impact from the drought. Across the southern plains, D0 through D2 drought conditions have expanded across Oklahoma and Texas, and then there's that small new area of D3 extreme drought that has been introduced into southeast Oklahoma and through northeast Texas. And D3 through D4 drought conditions, of course, persist across California. Now this is the USDA topsoil moisture, short to very short percent of the state area valid for the period beginning November 6th. This is based on these short and very short percentages in the topsoil moisture, and that's for the upper 6 inches of the soil. You can see the areas in the southeast are experiencing high percentages of short to very short soil moisture. Alabama is at 92%, Mississippi 91%, Georgia 90%, Tennessee 82%, and Louisiana 79%. Anything greater than 50% is considered very dry. The 5-day outlook shows some rainfall is possible across the lower Mississippi Valley through the Ohio Valley. Precipitation is also possible across the Pacific Northwest and in portions of the Northeast. Though the central and southern plains are currently experiencing seasonable temperatures, warm temperatures are also expected to continue over much of the area over the next 5 days, with temperatures in the southern and central plains between 6 to 9 degrees above normal. The 6 to 10 day outlooks, which are valid Thursday, November 24th through Monday, November 28th, indicate the unseasonably warm pattern is expected to continue, at least for this 6 to 10 days, across the Great Plains. Above normal precipitation is expected across a good portion of the West Coast and areas from the Midwest through the Northeast. A portion of the Southwest through the High Plains and along the Gulf Coast may be drier than normal. The Climate Prediction Center 3-month outlooks were updated Thursday, November 17th. On November 10th, the Climate Prediction Center issued a La Niña advisory, which means La Niña conditions are present and have a 55% chance of persisting through the winter. The new 3-month outlooks reflecting December, January, and February incorporate this La Nina signature. Drier than normal conditions are possible across the southern United States, with above normal precipitation possible across the Intermountain West and the Great Lakes. Likewise, with the La Nina signature, the possibility of above normal temperatures across the southern half of the United States are possible, and below normal temperatures are possible across the central northern states. This is the monthly drought outlook, and it was issued October 31st and valid for the month of November. Drought persistence is expected across the majority of the drought-stricken areas across the west and the southeast. Drought development is likely to continue across the southern plains and the southeast. And drought removal will be possible across the northeast and portions of the Pacific Northwest. As always, please join us for these briefings and full topic webinars. For more information, you can visit our SCIP website, southernclimate.org, to register for more information if you haven't already. These briefings will be posted to our SCIP YouTube channel as well as our website. You can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at skip_RISA for more information. We thank you for joining us and have a great weekend.